Hi, my name is Emma Buresh. I am a member of the Bojangles Coliseum Community Group and have been attending Christ Central for almost 3 years, and I'm also a deaconess. I recently just had the opportunity in February to go to Senegal, which is in Western Africa, with a team of 10 people, including 3 other members of our church. We spent time in Dakar, which is the capital, and it's right on the coast. It's a city of about 4 million people. And so you really saw the dichotomy of some wealth in the city, as well as an innovation, as well as what you would think of traditionally of a underdeveloped country. So we were asked to come as a group to be able to do some business training. There is a similar, PCA presbytery in Dakar and Senegal, and through one of the church plants, they have this need for young adults, especially Christian young adults, and training. Because it is a predominantly Muslim country, it's harder for Christians to get jobs. And so through the local church, we had the opportunity to work with about 20 to 30-year-old young adults for this entrepreneurship training. As part of the training, we would have larger group sessions to introduce concepts and then break into smaller groups. And we, of course, had to work with translators because you have French as a predominant language and there's lots of other local languages. And so it was hard. Just trying to make sure being sensitive culturally and what resonates and what doesn't resonate, as well as just the language barrier and relying on a translator who might not know these business concepts themselves. It was incredibly encouraging for me specifically because especially after the 3rd day, there was parts of me that wanted to give up. Trying to go through some financial analysis through translation is really challenging. And to show up on Thursday, the 4th day, and to see wow, these concepts are really clicking and the students are still really engaged, even though they're drinking from a fire hose. And just to see God's faithfulness in that and continually being able as a team to go back to that in prayer as the group with devotions every morning. And that was just incredibly encouraging to be able to see that it was truly God working. At the end of the week on the 5th day, there's a pitch contest, and from each of the 4 groups, 2 finalists were chosen, and they had to present their ideas. And what was just incredibly impactful was seeing the growth in really everyone, but especially to those that worked through the whole week and worked really diligently to see, especially the women, going from barely introducing themselves and just incredibly shy and less confident to speak up, to then vibrantly sharing their ideas, to show what they have to offer and confidently doing so. There was one particular woman in my group, Antoinette, who just pulled me aside and was sharing about how she'd been praying about her idea and really wanted to be able to honor God, not just as a means to make money, but how to serve her community and her family as a witness. And just that example and that testimony is just one of many of how it's just incredibly encouraging for me even to think about here in the States what my job looks like and what the bigger impact that God calls us to beyond just doing a job. The extra exciting part is that the work is not stopping with this one trip and this one team that went, but that we're continuing to stay connected with the local church and missionaries to see how we can continue to partner with further trainings, both with the attendees we've already worked with and doing potential Zoom sessions to develop and go into more detail on some of the areas of focus, as well as looking at partnering across the region in Western Africa with other countries and bivocational pastors. And so it's really exciting to see how God is going to continue to use this initial trip for further growth and further development, and I'm excited to see how I can still be a part of it.